morning, everybody, wherever you're at. I hope you're healthy and strong and having a great life. I'm Bryant, the over 60 guy, and today I just want to encourage you that if you have gained on some extra pounds and you're not feeling so healthy, that I was there a year ago, and I decided that I was going to have no more of it. And so if you stick around, I'll tell you how that worked out in a year. And where it started for me was really one day I was just sitting at the edge of my bed looking down at my gut and realizing, man, Bryant, how did you let yourself go? Your wife is right. My wife had been gently telling me, lovingly telling me that, Bryant, you're gaining on a lot of extra pounds. And she told me that because she's concerned. She loves me and she wants me to stick around. And so, you know, of course, prideful me, I didn't want to hear that. But she was right. And I remember reading an article about the 9 benefits of push-ups. And I thought to myself, you know what, that's simple. I could do push-ups and maybe that'll trigger me to getting healthy. You know, I'm not a gym guy and not a long runner. In fact, in the military, I couldn't stand running. So I said, well, maybe push-ups is just the thing. Maybe that will be the start for me if I just start there. And so that's what I vowed. I wanted to build up to like 50 push-ups a day. And I thought, this is going to be easy. You know, I've done this, all my life, 26 years in the military. And so that would be easy. But man, when I got down there, I had to get down on my knees. I couldn't even do a regular push-up. In fact, I barely knocked out, 5, I think, on my knees. It was terrible. I thought, whoa, man, Bryant, you are out of shape. And I was really out of shape. And so I thought, well, I'll just do them every day. I'll do them morning and then I'll do them at night. And, it took several days, maybe a week or two, maybe a week, 10 days, something like that, to where I was off my knees and I was doing regular push-ups. And then, by the end of the 30 days, I was doing 50 push-ups in the morning and 50 push-ups at night. And that was kind of the start of this health kick for me, this getting into shape, not just being strong and gaining muscle, but also taking care of my heart and, getting my balance and getting my brain all aligned. All of these things are benefits of push-ups. They core strength and, it pushes, blood to your brain and your body. And there's a lot of benefits to the push-ups. And, one of the things I learned is that if you can get to a point where you can burn 10 pounds of fat and you can replace it with 10 pounds of muscle, that when you just rest, when you're standing at rest, you're going to burn somewhere between 350 and 620 calories extra a week. Just that's nothing else, just that. And so over the year, you're going to burn 2 to 5 extra pounds by just on your standing rest. And so your body, just by building that beautiful exterior layer of muscle, your body's going to add that extra, it's going to burn that extra calories, that extra fat. And so that was very intriguing to me. And so the idea that I could, in the morning after I work out, shower, I just before I shower, I knock out, 50 push-ups. In fact, when I'm done with this, I'll be going and doing those this morning. And then before I go to bed, before I shower, I just knock out 50 more. Now, not every day do I do it, but I will say that most days I do that extra 50 push-ups. And I'll tell you that I've done it. Since I started that day, I've been doing them every day. So I am sticking to my regimen, and I have learned a lot of other things since then. For instance, I added squats, and squats is another thing I added. And also staying hydrated. There's a great company out there called Energize Health. It's not an endorsement, but I used them, my wife used them, Energize Health, and they believe that, adding lots of water, hydrating your cells is the key to health. So hydrating your cells. So certainly we did that. We increased our water intake and a little bit of salt. So yeah, that helped. And also walking. And so my wife had been telling me about walking, and she walks. She's recovering from knee surgery, so she does her trampoline in her room and watches TV. But she certainly stays fit that way. And so walking is such a great benefit. And so I added walking to my regimen. So I did the push-ups, I added the squats, and I added walking. And now, a year later, ta-da, I've lost over 30 pounds and gained probably a good 10 to 15 pounds of muscle. I also gained about another 6 pounds of hydration. So adding the muscle, adding the hydration, and then still dropping. So I'm almost down to my high school waist side, which is pretty cool. So I'm just going to keep at it to that. But if you're sick and tired, if you're fed up, and you're just no, look, I'm 50, I'm 40, I'm 60, I'm 70. I'm tired of being out of shape. I don't want to, be confined to a wheelchair. If you are, I understand. But, you just want to stay healthy. If that's you, why don't you right now, get down and knock out 20 private. And while you're there, before you're there, if you could hit the subscribe, that would be fantastic. Hit the like and make a comment. Let me know what you're doing to improve your health. Are you doing things? Are you doing push-ups? Are you running? Are you walking? Are you biking? Let me know what you're doing. And yeah, I just love talking to all you. It's great. I enjoy it. And I hope God blesses you, gives you strength, encourages you. Whatever situation you're in, I pray that God will bless you. And yeah, thanks for checking out the Over 60 Guy.